Hello and welcome to the Regulars. I'm Stacey McGonigal.
I'm Jason Ross. Hey.
We are here. We are here. How is everyone? How are you, Jason?
I'm feeling great. I mean, it's Friday. I miss, we're not going to have casual Friday on today. Spoiler alert.
I know we don't have casual Friday today, but my God, has this podcast been freaking through it in the last couple of weeks?
Tech problems all over the place, including today. We're a bit late.
We're a bit late. We had tech. Jason's figured it out. We're really impressed with Jason. He never gave up. He never got frustrated. Now, Crystal is saying, "Oh my God, love the sweater." Stacey, let me tell you guys, it's a full one piece. I just didn't want to wear my robe. It was so warm. I've been using it to chase Burger in the snow while he takes dumps. So yeah, I'm here. But I have a robe en route.
I heard.
But it's been delayed because I don't know if you know this, there's a global pandemic. So it has been delayed. But we are here and we're back.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say this or not. I'm trying to think if I should tell you. It's a bit of a spoiler alert, a little bit. Well, now I can't. Now you've ruined my birthday present idea. So now I don't know what to do. Now I'm back to square one.
No,
so
buy me a robe.
Give me a break. Now you know. See, this is why I spoiled it. It's spoiled. I had an idea. It's over now.
You have to but please buy me a robe. Because I want you to buy me a robe, Jason, because here's the thing. The gift is like, I just want to know what it is because I know. So I don't even care that I know what like the subject matter of the gift is. I would just be excited to be like, what design did this guy get me is what I want to know.
Well, we'll see. But no, we'll figure stuff out.
Well, I'm telling you, like, listen, you have to listen to the birthday.
You can't tell me to tell me what to get you for your birthday.
I know. You don't have to get me anything. Your friendship is truly a gift enough.
Well, it's like one of those, if my friendship was down and we were doing like White Elephant, you're going to pass that gift off to somebody and be like, oh, I'll take the iPod.
Okay. First of all, I have a basket of wigs and leather jackets and shirts that I think are funny for characters. You think I'm going to give away a robe with personality?
No. I'm not talking about the robe. You said your friendship is gift enough, but I think if it was a White Elephant thing and they're like,
oh, would I gift away your friendship? No, yeah. Jason, absolutely not. There's people we know personally I would pass, but but you? I would not pass.
I still want to come to I'd love to show up to like an office Christmas party and be like, my gift's actually my friendship to you all.
And I would just go, I didn't know that was on the table.
I want to see who picks that up off the table. I didn't even wrap it. I just wrote on a note, my friendship. That's what that one means. Pick that one. Somebody who picked that one, please.
Is there a way that you can turn up your mic and without stressing you out?
Yeah, for sure. I pumped the fucking gain, man. Is this up or down? There we go. How's that?
I mean, I think we can go even a little more for me.
Fire in
the cabin.
Fire festival.
Fire festival could have worked with better logistics. Fire festival. You know how you warm up as an actor.
Fire festival food at the fire festival would have been good. Food.
Remember, food for fire festival. People will need food at fire festival.
There's a reference that's over a year old and it seems like a lifetime because it was before the pandemic and everything else from 2020, but great.
You know what? Screw it. There are references I still use that are fun. I wanted to do this sketch that never worked, but I think it would have worked with you, where it was I'm at a party and I keep doing it's a party scene, so that that's going to be fun in the run. And it's like I keep doing like Austin Powers and like Ace Ventura references. They're like, what year is this? And then I go, I don't do it for you. I do them for me. See, you get it.
Oh, 100%. Because you know what that scene turns into? Everybody else can be in that scene. It's a full cast scene. Everybody else is like, that. She just brings up like Adam Sandler from, but not even like recent, like Billy Madison ones.
Billy Madison stuff. Yeah.
But then someone else walks into the party and goes, "Hey guys, anyways, we're here. Oh, pizza, huh? Risotto? Anyone?" Like that.
What's that from?
Billy Madison. I did it wrong, but like when he
Oh.
goes to spell risotto, and he's like, I can't even remember. This is how bad I am. But like, oh my God.
That's actually, no. You come in and you start trying to do old references, but you can't remember them.
I'll just pop out of the washroom and be like, don't go in. Oh, fuck. See, I'm already fucking it up.
No, but that's great where it's like, they're like, what is he doing? It's like, don't let Brian figure it out. He's doing it for him. Let Brian figure it out.
A lot of money.
I think I'll be charging a lot of money. I remember my brothers legitimately and with full honesty was like, I think Stacey's a millionaire. She probably has like $100,000. I was like, those are two different types of money. Just numerically, they're different. We know that, right?
A lot of money doesn't seem like a lot of money anymore. If I win the lottery and they're like, are you going like, remember watching like old Canadian game shows and they're like, the big winner after like weeks was like $10,000 and you're just like, oh my God.
Oh my God. You mean current day Canadian game shows where they're like,
too.
You might win
$500. Which is like cheaper than like the actor, Can we
turn you up a bit more? Like you're just so low.
Is it possible that I'm not going through this mic and I'm going through my phone?
Let's try it. Let's just try it. Here, talk.
How about now?
No, that's worse. I think maybe your phone.
Now it's echoing.
Oh, you know what it is? You know what I'm going to do here?
What are you going to do? Just lift it up.
I'm going to just get my son's Young and Wild kid here. I'm going to put out, so Jason's got a big mic.
You know what? It's almost as if you remembered that you host a podcast.
Big mic, big mug. We're here, guys.
What's in the big
mug, Jason?
Yeah, what is in the big mug?
I don't know, just straight Kahlua.
I have some coffee and Bailey's as well. And let me tell you, this does get you correct. I kind of do want a couple of golf clubs and just go into a different room, you know?
Yeah.
Well, you know, it is really nice to be back. I'm hoping this internet works. I'm like, you know, it's just been so stressful. I can't, I know that it's such champagne problems, but like I have been loving the break from calling customer service people. It's been really nice.
But you need to stop this too. Like, is the voice back? Because I'll fucking lose my mind.
I'm just like, and you got to stop this too, right?
You got to stop this, okay? You're good enough. You're smart enough. And dunganet people like me. Great.
Yep, absolutely.
Here's the thing. You've been talking about, I feel like I'm too loud now.
No, you're not. You're really not.
Bring this game down. You've been talking about your champagne problems, but I get it. You want to be very sensitive to anybody out there that's struggling. There's a lot of struggles going on.
For sure.
But your struggles are real. We're in the pandemic. Mental health is an issue. You need to be like okay with what you're struggling with, even if it is just no internet, because you also live alone in a pandemic and
don't show how bright the life is over here. You're alone.
Oh yeah, I've pulled out the magnifying glass. Like literally, there's nothing under the microscope here. You have already shown us all of the little things that you. Oh my God, what is wrong with me today?
Also, can we just talk about what is Young and Wild? Jan wants to know.
Let's see what it is.
You don't have to show us. You can.
I'm not going to. I'm just reading it.
Your mic.
Young and Wild.
That sounds amazing. That's tonally beautiful.
Yeah. $1 million. Young and Wild and I can't read that word. And Friedman. Okay, great. So I guess it's a bunch of people's probably last names and they made a company. What it is it's a paleontologist kit for children.
That's awesome.
So there's been a lot of it. He had Charlie had his birthday yesterday, and
yes, happy birthday, Charlie.
Happy birthday, Charlie. There's a lot of dinosaur things going on at our house now, more than there was before. It's the dinosaur year.
Then you got to show him Ross Geller because he's gonna love him.
Okay, yeah, I'll put him through the whole thing of Friends, and
I think he'll pick up the nuance.
I think that Ross Geller mentions that he's a paleontologist in maybe 4 episodes.
No, it's constant.
It's constant, but like he never really talks about dinosaurs.
You should show him the time that Ross and Rachel get together and they go to the museum. That'd be a great one.
I don't remember them going to a museum.
They go to his work because they're supposed to go on a date. How do I remember this? I don't know. I'm not like the biggest, like I loved Friends, but like, you know, I'm not going to give you a bunch of like, you know, quotes from it.
For me, it's like Friends and Seinfeld were 2 comedies that people are like, oh, they're the like the what the masterpieces
Seinfeld
of the time.
Seinfeld
They
is
are
a masterpiece.
100%. But to me, I was like, I'm not as excited about it as like, I don't know, like Arrested Development was out at the similar times, and I was like, well, Arrested Development was after. You're right. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I'm like, people talk about it as if it changed the game, and I'm like, I thought they were great, but I was like, I didn't see it as
you don't think Seinfeld changed the game? It was like the premises were so specific and so small. It was like no longer broad. I mean, they did broad comedy.
On, like, Seinfeld's observational humor of the
Larry David's observational humor.
You're right. Yeah. Of like those sort of more nuanced, mundane moments that we can make big and fun. I get that.
First of all, the contest, legendary, including Elaine being associated.
I get it. I loved it. I loved it. I see. This is where I've started myself in the wrong direction, because now people are gonna be like, "How do you not like Seinfeld?" It's like, no, I loved Seinfeld.
No, you do like Seinfeld, but I'm just saying, for me, as like, you know, it was the show that my dad was like, you know, watch this show. Like, look at Elaine, like Julia Louis-Dreyfus being like equal to the men and not dating them. Like, even the few episodes where she was like sleeping with Jerry felt like weird and sort of like a jump the shark situation. But then they quickly fixed that. But it's like she was friends with them and equal to them. And it was this like equal, like this super balanced cast, which you don't even see. Because even in Friends, it was like Rachel and Monica are the pretty ones. And then there's Phoebe. It was like this odd, I don't know. I'm really going on a thing, but you know what I mean? It was like a weird dynamic.
I agree with you. I think it was stuff like they're like, oh, this is a show about nothing. When they put that out there, everyone's like, it is a show about nothing. I'm like, no, it's not. You could say that about any show. Then you could be like, well, Friends was about nothing. It was just friends hanging out. But it's like, no, there was a relationship and all that kind of bullshit. And this was about observational stuff and the little tinier, more nuanced moments that we kind of like when you cough when you're naked. I was like, that's great. It's a great
God,
episode, you know what I mean?
The bending over naked. Yeah. Oh God, I've never forgot.
It's a great fun joke, and it's great fun to play on it. But it doesn't.
Laura says Jerry Seinfeld doesn't think the show would work today. Thoughts?
Well, there's episodes that won't work, and there's things that won't work. But that's the same with a lot of different shows. Like, try to watch. Hey guys, I don't know if you've seen my profile. Try to watch The American Office again and find out a few things that might be a little wrong with it.
Well, I just think it's like, I mean, I can see, Jan just literally said what I was about to say. I can see why he'd say that. I can see that too. I do think that what I love about Seinfeld, it was just like, it was such personal, like emotional trials and tribulations that they all had to go through, which I mean, that's our whole bread and butter when we do comedy together. It's like relationship based, situational based. But yeah, I mean, I think it's hard to create, you know, in the way that show was. So, but man, it's so good.
You know, we didn't get Subway into a show, did we? We got it into our friend's show, but we didn't get it into the Second City, did we?
Our sketch about Subway?
Yeah.
About my life, about the man at Subway asking me what my name was because I was becoming a regular at Subway, and I said I refused to tell him my name.
Yeah, because that means a lot for me, is what you said.
Yeah, I said that's going to mean a lot for me, and you can't know that. So I will take my cold cut chocolate milk jalapeno chip, and now I have to find a new franchise. Thank you so much.
I'll tell you this: in my classes, I use that example all the time because I'm.
What do you mean?
As finding fun observational things from your own life that are interesting points of view, and it's like for you, it was like, this means a lot to me. If my Subway guy is the most. It seems to be know me more than anybody else, including like friends. Like, where are we in this fucking world where we just live in this hamster wheel and we go around day to day, and then we find out we didn't really make any real connections, and where are our old friends and family, and now I'm just disconnected with my Subway guy. Was your sort of your point of view?
I think about this often. Like, who would be my emergency contact? Do you know what I mean? Like, I was doing a gig before the pandemic, and they were like, "Here's your contracts. Now put in your emergency contact." I was like, "Who?" Who literally what I put as my emergency contact, and it was a low moment to really consider.
I forget how we got that into the scene, but it was like, I don't know, give me your name and your number. I'll be your emergency contact.
I'll be emergency contact. No, you won't. Why not? But it's like, whenever I'm like, when I was teaching and stuff, but I would always do, even with like teens and kids, my favorite exercise to do with anybody is to be like, okay, I want you to write something that happened to you today, like the most boring, mundane thing that you think you did today. And I want you to write it as boring as possible. And then when people read it out, it's just so interesting and funny. And I just think we hide our weaknesses and our insecurities, and we shield like what we think is not interesting. And that's a disservice, because that's the most interesting thing about you, really.
Well, it's a huge part of you because it's probably in your routine that you do every day, and you don't even realize it's unique to you.
Yeah. So you're like, I don't know. It's pretty normal. I kiss my avocados. I go and I walk my dog. It's like, hold on. What? Oh, I had started doing this thing as a kid where I kiss the avocado to hope it's ripe. And it's like, okay.
But or you get like the realest, most relatable things that we just forget to talk about. Like it's
oh my God, totally.
The dumb things we do in the shower or something, where you're just like, oh yeah, I guess that's true.
Well, I've never forgotten about the thing we talked about with the shower, where it's like, do you get in from the front or the back? And I tried to get in through the back the other day, and I was like, like shuddered. I was like, I was like, no. I was just like, it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like I'm gonna get clean. It doesn't feel like it's gonna take.
Hey, but you tried. You know what you did, Stacey? Right there, you tried to walk a mile in someone else's suit. So.
You did, Stacey. You tried to walk a mile in your sister's.
Kahlua is how you make friends.
You're at home and you just don't have a good time. And you don't have a good time at home. You put some Kahlua in the coffee, and you got a friend in me. And then you got a friend in me. Oh my God, I'll never forget my dad. One time we were growing up and he was having a shower, and he came out and he was like, and he's like, oh my God, he's like, I fucking farted in the shower. It just didn't take.
What do you mean it didn't? Oh, the shower didn't take.
He said he farted in the shower. So like he had to shower again because the first one didn't take.
That's great.
Yeah.
I wonder how he noticed that it didn't take. He like got out of the shower.
He just didn't feel clean. He was like,
no, I gotta get back in.
Have you ever done that? Where you're just like, oof, that shower did not take.
Yes, but not because of a fart, I don't think. I think I've got out before and been like, I don't know. I just feel like there's still soap on me or something. And you're like, I gotta get back in there.
Wait, you've never farted by accident in the shower in your whole life?
I didn't say that. I was going to say, even like when you first said it didn't take, I thought he was more disappointed because he farted in the shower. You know those farts in the shower where you're just like, that was a good fart. Way to go, buddy. But
okay.
I thought he farted in the shower and was like,
this is so funny. Megan goes, that is real. The shower fart ruins all of your good work. Like when you fart in the shower, like this is a specific moment I love about just human beings, because there's that moment, when you're like disgusted at yourself, like you're just like, oh,
no, actually, no, that I don't know.
Yeah, you do. Oh God. Kayla goes, I don't know. I like farting in the shower. And you know what?
Yeah, I'm with Kayla. Yeah. That's what I thought you meant by like your dad. He was like, I farted. And I didn't really get that. You know how you catch the smell sometimes and you're like, wow, it's worse in the shower. And that didn't happen. And I thought he was going back in to be like, I need to fart again and I'm going to do it right. Didn't take.
There is nothing funnier than like a billowy fart. I mean, like our friend Craig, I remember we were on tour and we were just starting to get to know each other. And I walked in and into an empty big bathroom with many stalls. And I heard his ass make some noises. And he was like, hello. He was like, I knew you were in there. Anyways, this is where I'm at in the pandemic.
That's okay. We can go back to our subway because we kind of passed on this and I thought it was really fun. Heather put our subway guy in our building knew my colleague's name and order.
Ooh,
and he was literally crestfallen when he found out she resigned. It was creepy.
You know what? But I get that because listen, we know my obsession with Subway runs deep and it's unhealthy and it's not right. And but there's whenever I would go into Subway, there would always be like the people that would just like not give you enough, you know? And it's like, can I get some spinach? And it's like, can I?
How can I tell you to not put that much lettuce on there? I'm like, just
or also
please.
When you have the option of an iceberg or a spinach, when I say like spinach, I mean like spinach.
Don't put the
Subway
iceberg
like,
too.
Don't put the iceberg too. What are we doing here? You
You
know,
have to tell them, yeah, if you want a little bit of iceberg lettuce, you have to say absolutely no lettuce, please.
you do have to kind of go, excuse me, what's your name? No iceberg.
Look, I've never worked at Subway, so I don't know what the training is, but I think they force it upon them. They're like, that's what they need to do. So the training one is like iceberg lettuce first, and if you don't do this, you're fired. And then they go, oh my God. That's probably what it is.
The thing about it though is I think that most people are like, a little mayo, more please. Oh, that's too much. And that's too much. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, some girl named Chrissy's like, a little. Okay, you have to start again. Like, you know, so it's like, I think that they really have a light hand, but you know, I think you got to read the room. And when I come in and I say pickles, I don't mean 3. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. When it's like, if I get like a pizza sub, I'm like green olives. No, like put them on.
Put them on.
That little Tupperware container you got right there. Take it, turn it over on top of my sandwich. That's great.
It's like, you know, when I round my mouth and say olive, you could also throw a few in there too. I love that our chat is really going in on farts and how they're hilarious. If someone goes, ew, disgusting, I'm like, who hurt you? Who hurt you? We can all leave the room, cover our nose. Nothing
we get it. You're
funnier
Fraser
than
Crane. We know you love Fraser.
Oh God. Can we also remove Fraser as a personality trait? Well, I love Fraser. It's like, okay. Sure.
It seems like a lot of your definitions of people are what shows they like. And then you're like,
don't you notice that sometimes?
Sure, of course. We all have different shows. Have you watched In and Out? I know that this is way off topic, but I asked you before, did you find In and Of Yourself yet? Good show.
No, listen, I've heard it and I heard it's devastating. And I just am unsure if I can take it on emotionally.
Take that aside. I think missing live theater is what it really knocked me.
I am going to watch it. I'm going to watch it this weekend. I'm going to do a full social media detox. I'm just like off the phone, off the grid. I'm just going to watch TV and like veg out. That's the plan.
Yeah.
That's the plan, Stan. Oh, Jameson goes, I'll be honest. I have a mini panic attack when picking my sauces because it changes. How am I feeling today? Mustard, mayo. Okay. Sweet onion right now. Okay. Hold on.
Yeah. Number one, mustard is not a sauce. It's just a condiment.
It's a condiment.
It goes on all the time.
It goes on mustard all the time. You don't want
a
tang? You don't want to like, oh, look at that final note.
It doesn't count as a sauce. A sauce is like that when they've got like some sort of weird like horsey sauce. When they go horsey sauce, you're like, oh, that's the sauce. Sauce is in the fucking title. It's not called mustard sauce. It's called horsey sauce.
Horsey sauce.
Italian sauce.
No, babe, they got this. They got this horsey sauce. You got to try.
Yeah,
this horsey sauce.
Is there horseradish in it? I never thought about it before.
A sauce is like the sweet onion. I like the Italian. Now, here's what I'm doing. I'm not switching it up all the time. I'm never doing mayo. No.
Okay.
I'll
do mayo. I don't even saucy.
I don't like mayo. I like just a touch because too much mayo, you just feel terrible about yourself. What?
You are. Can I just get a little bit more? Okay, too much. You just did that.
No, Jason, I know that my specifications for mayo is so specific. That's a home thing. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not putting that in the hands of anyone else.
Fair enough.
I'm not going to put that on them. They're never going to satisfy.
That person is you know what, that person making your sandwich a lot of the times is just worried about their exams are coming up. And they're
like, oh my God, please.
I got to get home and study.
When I worked at Dairy Queen and they would get really obsessed about the burger, I was like, okay, it's either me or you're going to go home and like explode on your family. So I guess
if you're at Dairy Queen and you're here expecting a good burger, go fuck yourself. Get out of here. They might be good burgers, but like, don't come here. We didn't say Dairy Queen, have it your way. Go to a fucking Burger King or a fucking Harvey's, you know?
Also, like, you think yelling at a teen is going to change the teen? Like, you think they're going to go, oh, this freaking old fart yelled at me and I should probably change my ways? No. Okay, that's why teens are so hungry, because we're just eating the disdain of everyone around.
Yeah.
You know?
True.
Yeah.
It's true. I'm not to go back to like teaching, but I was teaching this class the other day, and now that we're teaching in Zoom, it's like you get people from all over, you get people from different walks of life, you get all this kind of stuff. And I've got this one like high school girl in my class, but it's an adult class. So there's also like, you know, there's people of all age groups, and they're also being very honest and real, because right now everybody's like, if you're taking a class at Second City, you're probably like you're really into comedy, or you're just like craving social stuff.
This girl sounds like me, okay? I was like, put me in with the adults.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like these adults are being very vulnerable and talking about real things. I'm like, this woman, this lady that's in high school is getting a very different look at the world than maybe like I did in high school. I didn't sit in a room full of adults who were like just being like, yeah, it was a tough week. We had a soft day this week. Like, you didn't have that, because you're like, oh no, the adults are telling you what to do and telling you what to put on your fucking burger, you dumb teen. I hate you. And it's like, oh, okay, great.
Right.
Just a weird look that I don't know. Now growing into that, does that help you understand the world quicker or something, and have a bit more empathy for people or whatever else? I don't know.
I don't know. I can say this. I think it like depends on, it's like an individual thing, right? Like even as a teen, like I was like an older soul. Like I just like was never very youthful. I wasn't like 6 years old going like, I want to go to Disneyland. Like, you know me, I was just like, oh my God, would we have to bring a cooler? Like I can't. I just was over it.
Yeah.
But then there's
Jane Eyre. I got you.
Jane. I was like, I have no time to fucking read. I got 4 kids at home. So what time do you think I have? like I was like, I drove my brothers and sister to school in a van. Okay.
I'll turn this van around right now if you guys don't shut up. Okay, cool.
Do you know how many times I did threaten that? And they'd come home and I go, did you do your homework? And they'd be like, you're not my mom. And I was like, I am right now. I can't wait to punch out either, you guys. I can't wait. I got a hot guy that's going to ignore me on MSN at 6. So get your homework done so then I can go be a teen.
Do you want to see my video masterpiece? Because I'll show you that too.
Listen, you guys, okay? I want to be a teen too. I got to plan a lip sync with Cher because I don't want to write a history essay. So we all have things to do today.
I'll have to show you something after. Charlie and I was trying to like, sometimes I get Charlie and we're like, great, what are we doing now? Because we're just playing Lego or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like, do you want to tell me a story? And we made like a tiny movie out of it. So I've got a movie trailer. We got a movie trailer. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, send it to me. I want to see that. Because I remember when my nephew came to visit me, when we could have connections like that, and he saw the mic and the camera, and he was a few years younger now, and he made like his own YouTube channel, like just to himself. And I still have all the recordings. He's like, hey, you guys, welcome to my channel. Today is about Pokemon and Minecraft. So the show is called PokeCraft. So what are we talking about today, you guys? What are we talking about?
Here's the thing. Do not upload that. Because
I would never.
Well, probably for the different reason that I'm thinking. I think if you uploaded that would instantly jump to 10,000 hits, and Stacey would be crushed. She'd be like, this is how I've been TikToking my ass off.
I've been TikToking my ass off. People are very upset with me. Okay. I would say the demographic of women upset with me are 50 plus, which we love. We enjoy. Telling me to leave John Travolta alone. I think he's okay. Maybe I should upload it just to get some people loving me, but it was really good. We made like backgrounds. I had like dragons in there that were from Minecraft. Yeah. Oh yeah,
mine's not good because we took like 5 minutes, but you'll see.
So did I, but you know, we have the gifts we have. That's so cute.
My resolution's off, all the rest of it. Yeah, great.
Sorry about that. Yeah, isn't that so funny when you're like a kid just wants to make a movie, but like you kind of do this for a living. So you're like, well, let's just get the resolution to 1080p and we will. And they're like, what are you even doing? Let's go. I just want to go.
And action. No, you can't speak before I say okay, here we go.
He knows. First of all, my nephew is a little baby me because he was like, do you have a notebook? I'd like to just like plan out my episodes. And he like sat and like wrote out his episodes, what he was talking about. And then he would act like it wasn't planned. He'd be like, what are we talking about today? What are we talking about? Well, Charmander's in the news.
I think that's great. Setting up a Minecraft world and just having like local news on it and being like acting like they're celebrities. Guess who broke up today and doesn't pay their child support. So they're back in court again today.
We're sending all of our love to Pikachu and everyone associated with the case. Next up, we have an amazing interview with Jigglypuff, who will be releasing EP of their latest hits.
I wish I could play this game and have the reference point because I'm like, but I don't know much about Pikachu, even though I should. I guess I should. Oh my god.
My nephew's okay. Here's the thing, right? Like I don't want people to think I'm not cool. So like every time he's like, you don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm like, I don't. And he's like, no. And I'm like, do you even know what Twitch is? And he's like, you know what Twitch is? And I was like, hell yeah. Because I like looked at it. I was like, what are the kids into? What are the gamers into? So I can impress him. He's a hard audience. When I didn't have internet, he's like, I can't even talk to you. He's so choppy. It's like, excuse me.
It's going to get worse because he's going to be a teen soon enough.
I know. Oh, don't you worry about that? I mean, like, he's just my nephew. I mean, like, I get to like pop in and out and like really prep, you know? Yeah.
You can buy him booze at a certain age and be like, don't tell your folks. But
first of all, I would never do that. I didn't even do that for my brother or my brothers or my sister. They'd be like, please. And I'd be like, no. And they're like, give me a break. Just do it. And I was like, no.
But then they walk into the next room. Sorry, guys, my sister's lame. And you're like, wait a second. Who's out
First of all, that is what happened. You know that it's exactly what would happen.
Is Brad Tillman out here? Brad? Okay.
Brad. Hey, Brad. You know, we're only a year apart. He's like, fuck you, Stacy. Cool, Brad. Thanks so much.
And then you go back in the other room and you can hear them. Brad, just go in there. Just pretend you like her for a second.
Just pretend you like her. Just like, she just got her hair permed. Just like, so you like it.
Yeah, mention the perm. Stupid. No,
don't say that. We know that, but don't say that. Here, look how big your hair is. And I'm like, well, looks like I'm driving to the LCBO.
King cans for all. Let's go.
King cans for all. Yeah. What was that? What was the Edward 40 hands? What was that, like malt liquor that you would like duct tape to your hands?
I only found out, I didn't know. It's crazy because I love drinking games, you know that. But like I didn't know about this dumb game until I saw like Cobra Kai. They do it in one episode of Cobra Kai. I was like, that's pretty funny.
My sister did that for her birthday. And
I was way late on the game.
She was like, that was the best day of my life. And I'm like, wait, what? What do you mean?
It's like, these are the little nuances in life that make us so happy because I want to know, like, great. I want to know people's experiences playing that game and then figuring out, well, what were the bathroom breaks like? What was it when
people
you
start
had
helping.
to, like, when they brought out the bag of chips and you're like, oh God, those Doritos, they're going to be gone.
Edward 40 hands. Yeah.
Edward 40 hands. Those Doritos, oh my God, they brought out fucking sweet chili heat. Those are going to be gone in a second. How do I get
First of all, I love that you're like, I want to know the memories. Like, was there sweet chili heat? Because if you don't think, if we're at a big college drinking party day, that Jason and I aren't going, we got a snack table. What do we sort of we're happy to sort of organize that for you guys. I'm sure we're not the only people that are a bit, into some nibbles. So you guys
in the Shakespeare's room tonight? I don't know. That guy never puts out fucking treats.
Shakespeare's room? Yeah, we don't know if we're gonna go to Shakespeare's. Yeah, man, he's stingy on the munchies, man.
Yeah,
not a chip, That's so funny too, because it's like you always talk about it when you leave the party. You're like, not even a chip. Not even a chip.
I'm going to Slow-Mo's party, man. That guy knows where it's at.
Yeah, Slow-Mo says BYOB. He's got nothing for you, but like copious snacks. I'm happy to bring.
don't know where he finds them, but he finds the fucking best gummy worms. It's
Did you have that gummy worm and it was like a pineapple with like a bit of cilantro?
That guy's putting a gourmet gummy worms. Fucking sick.
Yeah, and it's like a bowl. Like, come what don't be selfish. Don't be, have a few.
That's what I'm talking about. So if I've got 2 40s taped to my hand and somebody brings out fucking,
they're feeding you. That's that's what makes it fun. Is like people are feeding you. You can't really do anything. It's like you get all this attention.
You're what everyone's laughing at and like being like, check that shit out. So they gotta like,
you're Bernie and they're the Weekend. You know what I mean?
You're doing this. They're doing the Super Bowl halftime show. No problem.
Yeah. Oh my God. Did we even talk about that?
No, when he just walked around. I think the best comment was like, I think we just saw the Weeknd doing in his own bathroom or something like that, doing because it just looks like he's coked up in a bathroom, running around Hall of Mirrors and being like, what?
My favorite was like one of my Peloton, as my tears fall down my face. My favorite was one of my Peloton instructors that I adore was just like, can we stop giving this opportunity to men? Like, let's give it to like women and icons, because I don't need to see another man just sing in an H&M jacket. Like, was over it. No costume change. It was still impressive, but you know what I mean? I just thought that was so funny because you were just kind of, did you find that afterwards you were like, that was it?
Well, I was in a props pool, and what that means is you bet on like the Super Bowl, but you bet on like the dumbest shit. And when I say props, it's like the props like I get it. So our halftime one was like, who's going to be the cameo? And there was a list of people that could possibly be the cameo. And I was like, there was no cameos in it, which was so defeating. The other one was, will he be in sunglasses? And another one was, will he be wearing gloves? And it was yes to both of those. So if you bet on those, good job.
Listen, Jameson says the Weekend was like me navigating Subway sauces. It shouldn't be that hard. It's such an instinctual thing. You got to sit and get quiet about you and your sauces and what you need. For me, house sauce, mustard. That's all I want. And this is unrelated, but you know what's a really weird move? People who get salt and pepper. What's up with that? What are you doing?
Salt and pepper what?
When you get a sub and then they're shaking pepper and stuff on it.
You don't think there's enough sodium in that fucking meat already, dude?
No, it's like, what are you doing, Jeremy? Yeah, whenever I see that,
I'm like, I'm gonna try it.
Listen, we love salt.
Why are they doing it?
Why are they doing it? I don't know. Shayla just goes, I get salt and pepper. But Shayla, I doubt that you're getting the sub that Jason and I would be getting, which is probably cold cut or what's the one that you get? Oh, Italian BMT.
It depends. Yeah, Italian BMT or
converted
or like just the garbage meats. Can I have the garbage meats on there, please?
Jen goes, Stacey needs to make a YouTube that's only judging Subway orders. You know, I have thought about just a funny podcast that maybe we should just do this on the Patreon, which might be funny, is we just bring on our friends and go, what's the order? And it's called The Order. And we just go, what? Like, what do you mean?
Yeah. What the fuck? And don't come in here in a hat like that. What the fuck are you doing? A fedora to the Subway? What the fuck are you doing, Alistair?
Like, if someone, we just go, okay, this is like acclaimed comedian, great pal. What's the order? And they're like, turkey breast, hold the cheese, no combo 6-inch. I'm like, okay, so who are we trying to impress? Okay. Yeah. It's not going to get your parents back together. I'll tell you that. Okay.
Yeah, plus 6-inch. We've told you 100 times that if you're just going to eat half a meal, you might as well.
Oh, you're talking about Alistair. I was just riffing like on a person.
Yeah.
Alistair, I'm not saying that for your family.
Oh, no, I wasn't even thinking. That's great. But you're 100% right. If someone says 6, we should do any restaurant too. I'd be like, great, you're at McDonald's. You're at McDonald's. Go. And if you don't put nuggets and fries in that order, get the fuck out of our store.
Oh my God. So if you're doing a late night McDonald's order and you're not throwing in a nug just for the group, it's essentially for the table. Okay. You're not throwing in a nug for the table.
You might eat them all, but they were purchased for the table.
Everyone. Yeah. They're purchased. Yeah. You have to say, I'll get them for everyone to justify this loaded order.
And will I be like, all the sauces, please? But the one I want, just put a few more in there because but I'll be like, put a bunch of honeys in there. But all the sauces, those other sauces won't get opened. And actually, they probably will because I love a tapas. And even if a tapas is the sauces that you're dipping it in, you'd be like, I want a tapas.
We are so trash that you're like
tapas is the sauces you dip your nuggets into.
Oh, so I guess we're saying the same thing.
Yeah, we'll get like a keg of chicken nuggets, and then we'll have a bunch of different sauces that we could dip it in. Tapas.
Listen, Megan says nugs for the table is a power move. I agree. Jen, you never order nugs, but when you say for the group, that will change everything. Yes. Yeah.
McDonald's fries are the best fries.
They really are. But you know what? Like back when we could go to restaurants with the group, I always applauded and thanked the person who just was like, and a basket of fries for the table, because everyone wants to order that, but everyone has to be like, a salad, please. And it's like, no, then the fries come and people just wolf them down.
If you say basket of fries at McDonald's, you're already a better person than me. That already makes you pretty. I'd be like,
no, I'm not talking about McDonald's. I'm talking about at a restaurant.
I'd love to see somebody go in there and do I get a basket of fries with that combo?
Yeah, that's how you used to say it.
Fuck yeah. And now it's how I'm in the future going to say it. And also, I don't know about now, but like, how do you do it now? Because you said you miss with going out with a group of people and doing that. But so now what do you do when you want those 20 nugs? It's like, yeah, I'm just having some people over. So
no, I won't do 20 nugs. I will do cheeseburger and 6 nugs. But here's the thing. I'm really not ordering McDonald's anymore, or like really keeping it for once in a while, because there's something about McDonald's that is like the first bite is just like heaven on earth. Like the first bite of like a Big Mac, a cheeseburger, like you're just like, there is but no greater taste. Yeah. And then by the end of that burger, you're like, what the? It's like you farted in the shower and you're just like, what is happening to me?
Oh my God, I ordered 3 of these. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
The next first bite is good again.
Here we go, round 2. It's worse. It's worse. Yeah.
No, you have a kid because then it's an excuse to go to McDonald's, but then your kid doesn't like McDonald's. What do you do? I don't know.
Your kid doesn't like McDonald's?
Not at all. Not in the least. Not any of it. Can
I say this? I think that he will. I think that he just like is super picky and like gets to be. And that's not like a read. It's like there was no opportunity for me to be picky as a kid. Like, and I think like there was not a reality where I couldn't finish my meal.
I believe it. There was 2 things yesterday at his birthday. We had a piñata, but we couldn't really fill it up with chocolate, although we did in the end because, give it to the other kids or whatever. But like, we had to fill it with lollipops because it's the only candy he'll eat in any way, shape, or form. And then for cake, we had to get him a very certain brand of coffee cake. That was his cake. He doesn't like anything except coffee cake. And he said, I will cry if I don't have coffee cake from Trader Joe's with 6 candles on it. Because
okay, first of all, okay, fucking CEO over here. You'll get what you get. You're 5. Okay, so let's never forget.
Of course we got it for him. I know. What I'm getting at is like he does have very particular taste.
I'm just thinking of a child going,
he doesn't like pizza.
Dad, here's the thing. Jason, Jenny, please have a seat. If I do not get a coffee cake and 6 candles for my birthday, I will never talk to you guys again. And he's just like, like bare feet walking away. Like, that's nuts. That's nuts. I couldn't imagine being like, Debbie, John, here's the thing. I need you guys to acknowledge my birthday. Okay. I'm about to turn 7. This is a big deal for me. No, he'll grow out of it because I hated pizza.
Oh, I know.
Okay, I hated pizza. Eventually. I hated pasta. He might just have a really sensitive palate. Like, when people are like, oh, this is too salty. And you're like, it is.
No. I mean, I know we're really digging, but it's not about that because he won't even try them to find out if he likes them. He just decides beforehand. He's like, no.
Oh, and you can't force him?
You can try.
This is someone who's not a parent. So like, I'm just asking, like, curious. Like,
you can try for days. You can sit a kid at a table and be like, great, we're not doing anything until you eat that. And then 3 days later, you're still sitting there and you can hear the crickets in the background just be like, no.
Yeah. And again, it's like, I'm only thinking about my time with my nephew, but I get to be an aunt who pops in and is like a different energy. And I just remember him being like, I don't like it. And I was like, okay, well, you're going to try it because like, and he was just like, what? And the switch up of like, I'm an adult, but that gets to be like a fun aunt thing where I'm like, I'm cool. Like, you don't understand. You don't like, let's open our wallets and just see what's inside. And the richest person gets to decide.
And somehow your nephew wins every time.
He did. He had a clean 50 and he kept like snapping it. And he goes, where are we going? Dinner's on me, bitch. Yeah, I just like, yeah, there's
Grandma
just
birthday money.
Charlie kind of sounds like my mom, who's like, I don't like avocados. I'm like, have you ever had one? Yeah. I go, you did? What'd you eat it with? She goes, you don't need to ask me. I go, you haven't. You've never tried one. And I was like, if you can spell it on your first rodeo, then you're allowed to not like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, I had guacamole once. I was like, what it looked like? She couldn't even tell me what it looked like. I refuse. Yeah. He'll grow out of it though, but I don't understand, like, because that's just like a kid thing.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not worried about any of it. It's just like now I honestly thought that I was going to have like excuses to go to like McDonald's. Because I took him and I was like, this is before the pandemic. This is when I still lived in Toronto. And I took him and I was like, there's a play place. He was like, take my shoes off. I don't know about this place.
No, but he's right. He's correct. I never wanted to go in the play place.
For sure. But then I bought him a Happy Meal and he was like, I was like, this the only thing he had of it, they give yogurt tubes now. And he was like, I'll have that, please. Hell yeah. Give me that yogurt tube.
But you know, you really don't even want fast food times with your toddler. You want fast food times with your teens.
Yeah,
that's when.
Oh, with your teens, yeah.
Yeah, like what's a 5-year-old? Like the best time is when like they've had a bad day or they did something really great, or you just want them to feel really special. And you're like, listen, like we're just gonna go do this thing. Like those are the times I look at as a teen where I'm like, man, that was like I remember those, and I'm like, man, that was really sick. That was really cool. That's what you got to look forward to.
Yeah, that's true. Although I love it. We had a
it's fine. We get it. You love it now, and you're a great dad. And everything's great, and everything's amazing.
We went to the zoo. He won't remember it, but we went to the zoo.
Oh my god, you went to the zoo. I can't. You know where I stand on that.
I know a lot of people do, but we went and we had a fun time.
Do you think the animals had an equally fun time?
When they saw Charlie, yes, they were like, "Hey man, what's going on, dude? What's up, pal?
Dude? What's up?" And then he left, and they were like, "When are we gonna get out of here, my family?" I haven't seen my family in 25 years. They say I'm endangered, but I know there's more of me out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's really cute. Well, I'm glad the piñata went well. I mean, I would love a piñata, just smack that full of just candy. And, you know, although I did
broke our only broom, which is great, but
that's fine. Now you have a reason to like go to Target and get something new. Target's so fun just to look around. That's what I miss. Trader Joe's and Target is what I miss from being in the States.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Target, like the makeup aisle at Target is like so beautiful. And the knickknacks and home decor of Target is legendary. Although I will say Target is pretty expensive. So like when people talk about Target hauls, like so expensive.
Target is expensive?
I find like a paper towel roll for like $24. Like in what world for who?
You're buying the wrong one. I don't know what you're talking about. That's crazy. I just assumed Target was the less expensive place to go to rather than like, you know, anywhere that's name brand, whatever. Just
to answer Tasha's question, there's no Target in Canada. They tried. It just like did not work. It flopped huge. Yeah, so there's no Target here.
They brought it in and everyone was like, it's coming. We can get t-shirts that say like Star Wars on it or whatever, and Queen, and find like an old Queen shirt.
Is that they converted all the costs. So it was way, like in Canada, things are way more expensive.
Sure. Because they were like, oh, we'll just change the dollar. But it's like, oh no, but the cost of living is where people are still making the same money, just in different currencies. So you can't go, oh, well, the American dollar is worth more. So like,
the converted dollar in Canada is way more expensive. Like remember when we went to Los Angeles and we went to Trader Joe's and we're like, oh, we got to get groceries. It's going to be expensive. And we're like, this is a joke. This is so cheap. And we were like so happy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We do have something called Giant Tiger, or we like to call it GT Boutique.
They have Giant Tigers down here, I believe, too.
They do? I haven't seen a Giant Tiger because there really isn't any in Toronto. There's some in small towns, and I love Giant Tiger. You should sponsor us, Giant Tiger, please. Mm-hmm. You know, when you put your shirt in the wash, will it come out? Probably not. It might dissolve, but it was only $4, and that's a Giant Tiger guarantee.
When we were kids, there was a place called Bargain Harold's, and that was like the place. It was like it was a franchise. I don't think it made it much longer than my childhood, but I remember buying a pair of shorts that I was really stoked about, and then I went and I sat down on a driveway while people were playing basketball, and I stood up and the ass was gone. It was just it just disintegrated. It wasn't there anymore.
Wait.
These were like patterned Bermuda shorts, and I was like, these are awesome.
The ass was
Gone, disintegrated
from the
from sitting down on a driveway for a long time.
You're sitting down with your boys. You're having a good summertime. And then you stand up and there's no ass.
Nothing there.
Never told me this.
And it's not even, it's magic because it's not like you could see like little patches of cloth on the driveway or something. It was just like frayed enough that it looked transparent. And it was like, there's nothing fucking there anymore, man.
If that happened in my presence, I would die. And I would also be so sad because I'd be like, I don't think anything can top that. That might be the I've seen, and I'm
life's
sad.
Over. Did it?
You stood up and you didn't have any ass in your shoulder.
And these were are they called Bermuda shorts? The ones that go down to like your mid shin? Like
oh my god, Jason, that's like a loose fucking wide leg capri.
Yes, exactly. This was the
You're just short, so a regular.
This was the early '90s. This was the early '90s or late '80s, guys. It was the baddest time.
Oh my god! So you're sitting down with your skater boys, and then your butt said, "See you later, boys."
Well, yeah, it was an Avril Lavigne song.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the ass of your shorts joined the asphalt and said, "I'm with you." Another Avril Lavigne song.
Rudy
Jason,
said he would never buy bargains for someone named Harold. Bargain Harold had the logo, and it was a guy named Harold, and it was this guy with like almost like an ovally head, and he was smiling, and he had like he was bald on top, so he had the little brown hair, you could see the bald, and then he had like one of those like Tilly hats, a yellow like Tilly hat. I think it was yellow, I don't know, but like had like a weird hat on. It's just like, and
you were like, "Give me some shorts, please." Jen goes, I dated a guy in 2001 that wore that. I feel attacked. They all did. We all dated them. That was it. A big short. Oh my God, I'm dying. Oh my God, I wouldn't. There'd be no coming back from that. There just wouldn't be. You were.
I was more upset that I was like, I love those pants.
Was everyone dying laughing?
I don't remember the fallout, but I was with my cousin. Like it was when I was at like a family event, so it was a big deal.
That's the best time for that to happen.
My cousins play basketball, and my cousins have seen it all. Anyway, I got dared at one of my family reunions to go naked in the pool and like come on the diving board and sing a song, and I was like, okay, that sounds good. So,
yeah, I think you're just down. You're down to clown anytime.
I was down until I looked over and saw my Nona being like. What's happening? And then I realized I was like, I guess this is weird doing this. And then I had to sing Aerosmith's "There's Something Wrong with the World Today."
Weird cut. Weird choice. You didn't sing Pink?
It wasn't my choice.
Pink, I think it was my new obsession. Honestly,
I think the video had just come out and it was like everyone's like, see that one where he just sings and he's like, I don't know. I can't remember.
There's just nothing more mortifying than going to a family event as a kid and you're like, you know what this party needs? A lip sync performance. Cousins, unite. And then you work so hard and you know all the parents are like, they're downstairs doing some fucking thing. We get a couple of hours just to chill out. And I'm down there going 5, 6, 7, 8. And Jamie moved to the right. Jamie. I know you're my first cousin, but I don't even know you.
I laugh because me and my brothers definitely put on holiday performances in the basement.
And then there's always a kid who's obsessed with the limelight, who thinks like, listen, do you think I was coming in doing 5, 6, 7 performances? Absolutely not. I got in and maybe an encore, but I was like, no more than that. But there would always be like a cousin who was like, remember when we had a good time? You guys were watching me dance. It's like, oh my God, Lindsay, stop.
I'm pretty sure me and my brother wrote a rap about Spider-Man at one point, and we were like, come on downstairs. God. We got this killer rap. And it was for sure terrible.
I just think about it now where like they must have been like, oh, we got to go downstairs.
I told you about that time once where I went to a coworker's party. They're like, come on over. It's going to be great. It's so awesome. It's like a party. One time a guy like drove home on the hood of a car. He's like, people get nuts at this thing. And I was like, okay. And this was like I think he was probably in his 50s at the time. But he's
Okay.
like, it's the once a year party where people just get ballistic. And I was like,
Okay.
great. And I went over and I was already out of my mind because I was like, this is going to be a great party. And I showed up and I walked in and everybody was like nice executives in their suits with their kids there. And they literally were like, they could tell I was out of my mind. And I was like, what am I doing here? And he goes, can I go upstairs? I got some Mike's Hard or something in the bathtub. We'll grab you one. And as he goes upstairs, one of the adults goes, hey kids, come on. The kids got us something to sew in the basement. And I ran out the front door. I literally ran and ran. Well, I was like, I'm out of here. I don't know what to do. That happened to me. It was called the Magnolia Party, I believe, because he had a Magnolia.
What was the next day like? Were you like, hey man, what the hell?
I don't think we ever brought it up. And we were in an office he was a freelancer, so he wouldn't come in all the time, but like he came in whatever. Right. I think there was an office of 3 people. So it wasn't like we didn't chat after. He was a great guy. Like I loved him. I was just like, I was blown away that we were like.
But it's like when people describe what like a party is and then
like, you show up and there's maybe I didn't stay late enough. And that's when it's like, yeah, but after the kids go to bed.
I'm kind of with Brittany. Like if they name the party, it's not going to be a good party. If it's like, you got to come to the Josh Fest, you're like, okay, I don't think I think I'm actually busy. And it's weird that it's called the Josh Fest and your name is Alan. So red flag numero uno. Wait till you meet my alter ego.
Oh my God. This is how bad I am with references today. What's the Step Brothers one? You got to come to.
Oh my God. No, I don't even know Step Brothers well enough.
You got to see Step Brothers again.
I've seen it. I just didn't. Yeah. I'll watch it again.
Mm-hmm.
I'll watch it again. Yeah, no, that's really crazy. First of all, I'm not going to anyone's work party function. I'm just not. I'm not going to someone's home that I'm not close with.
I really wanted to go, but
yeah, but you're that guy. You're like, oh yeah, I'll go to like a new experience where I'm like, nah, it's fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
No, thank you. Absolutely not. Do you have any? As we're coming to the end, do you have any plans this weekend? Burger.
Fucking Catalina wine mixer. Thank you, Shayla.
So sorry. I have to yell at Burger. So what are you doing this weekend?
I don't know. What am I doing this weekend? I mean, it's the pandemic. There's not. I don't have it.
You guys are still dealing with that. We are too. Yeah. I've kind of hit the tippy top of the pandemic. Just like some of those times where you're just like, I can't. I
mean, Sunday night, maybe I'll watch a movie, maybe.
Oh, wow. I feel like I no longer have the attention span for a movie. I really struggle.
Okay, great.
What are you laughing at?
Well, we talk about movies all the time. So I was like, but then you're like,
I talk more about shows.
Fair enough.
I talk more about shows.
We didn't even really go over The Bachelor too much this week, which is
honestly, I haven't watched The Bachelor for the last 2 weeks. I've been trying. Well, first I didn't have the internet.
On the Discord, they're still getting in there. It was a lot of. I love. Oh, this is the last thing that I need to get to too, because the whole time this is happening, I'm like, where the fuck is Snake King? What's going on? Like,
oh yeah, he hasn't been here.
What is going on, Snake King? Are you okay? Is what I want to get at.
Okay? Well, I guess there's a couple of like, updates. So because my internet was poo-poo, we had plans for doing a Patreon movie night. That's been rescheduled, so that will be in the chat in the Patreon today. We will announce our movie night, and we're going to do a comedy show as well. We're going to have like a little Patreon event, which is going to be really great. No pressure if you don't want to sign up for the Patreon, but if you do want extra podcasts and shows and things like that, you can join our Patreon. So we're going to be doing definitely like a shitty little rom-com Netflix movie night that's in the works, and we're going to do
we'll call it just a bit late for Valentine's Day. How about that? Just a bit late for Valentine's Day. Late for Valentine's.
No Wi-Fi Valentine's scenario. So we're going to do that, and we have a little fun nighttime party. So if you want some extra content,
come on over. The kids are going to be in the basement. They're going to be having a good time. We're going to go down and we're going to watch them do a little bit of a dance number to NSYNC. It's going to be.
We're only going to allow one performance. They only get one. Then they got to go to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to be fun. So that's going to be happening, and we will announce that today in the Patreon and the Discord. So I'm catching up on The Bachelor because I will be guesting on We Didn't Get a Rose again. So I have to watch the last two.
Because what we could do, I mean, we haven't talked about this, but maybe we can do something for the finale. Maybe something we can do for the finale of the show.
Yeah, no, for sure. Did I tell you that I followed Matt James on Peloton.
Does he show up? Because I don't
He's
know what it's
working
like.
out.
So can you see them in the
He's
chat? Like, if you're with somebody in a Peloton group, do you see them in the
well,
like? How do you see them?
I am in a Peloton group. I work
I
out
know.
with
So
them.
like, because you like one of our friends is in that. I don't know if I should be saying names, but like,
I have friends that are working out, and we work out in a little crew.
So do you see that person's name? Do you see you don't see them like video out Zoom style, do you?
No,
You
no,
don't
no,
see
there's
them being
no
like,
video. You can say, like, when you're riding, like, you can streamline the leaderboard to be like people I follow or friends. So if you just want to see them, you can see them, or you can see everyone taking the ride, or you can see everyone who's ever taken the ride if it's not a live class, and see where you're stacking with them. But it will tell you if you're on and someone's working out that you weren't. Like if you and I were on Peloton,
that's too much pressure to me. If I was Matt James, because then people would be like, "Hey, Matt James, I beat you," and I'd be like, "Fuck you! I don't care. I don't know you, man. I'm just trying my best. I'm just on the bike, and I'm just trying my best."
Maybe it's not, the Pelo life isn't for you, but it isn't like it isn't a competitive thing. Like in classes, they're not like beat your teammate, beat them, kill them. Like they're just like, hey, high five everyone who's trying their best.
No, I just mean like for example, my brother. The first time he ran a marathon, he got in this thing. He's like, "Whew, that's really good." Because I think Kanye ran it in like 4 things. So he's like, "I'm doing pretty good." And I was like, "If you're Matt James and you're on this Peloton, and then your time's public, are there people out there that are being like, I did better than The Bachelor, so pretty good."
Let me tell you, if someone is telling their friend group or work colleagues that they beat The Bachelor on Peloton, let me tell you. That's the saddest thing I've ever heard.
Devin at the office comes up to the ladies who are talking about The Bachelor. So you guys know
Delvin.
Delvin. Yeah.
Delvin is the name of the party.
Hey guys. Oh, hey Delvin. We're just talking about The Bachelor. Yeah, I actually I'm actually
FYI.
I'm actually faster than him on the Peloton. I actually burned more calories than him in my hour ride last night. So
okay, Delvin.
Maybe I'm The Bachelor. Maybe I should be The Bachelor next season, huh?
Delvin, your tooth fell out.
That's okay. I've got awesome cleaning supplies at home.
Awesome cleaning supplies. So people want us to call the Patreon party the Delvin Fest, and I'm actually into it. So
Great.
if you want to get into the fucking Catalina wine mixer of the regulars Patreon, we ask you to sign up for Delvin Fest, because it's going to be a great time. It'll be really
Delvin Fest.
I think for the Patreon party, I am going to like go into my friend, like sort of like a take on the Danielle vibe and make a jug of margarita. And by jug, I mean like probably 2. Yeah, I think it's going to be, we're going to have to go to Margaritaville during Delvin Fest. And that's a guarantee.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's a Delvin guarantee.
Well, pals, we really did it. I'm so happy that we're back and things have been sorted. We adore you all so much. So again, if you're in the Patreon, if you're thinking about joining, have a join. We're going to do a couple of things in the next week and a half. So that's going to be really great. And what else? We'll be back on Monday.
Yeah. That's about it.
That's about it. Have a great weekend. Be healthy, be wonderful. And we adore you all. And we will see you on Monday. Bye.